What's up, y'all? It's your host, Sensei, aka I'm back in another episode. I say thank y'all for clicking on this video. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. We have a very important episode. We have a grand episode. It's very fun, very jovial. Make sure y'all tune in. All right, right now, I have a local artist from Minnesota, a future Grammy-winning artist and things of that nature.
Amen.
Shows on the way, big ones.
Amen.
Generational tours.
Amen.
World tours. No one will ever see. We will be moving. We'll move.
Hey.
Hey, man, I have the Mack OC.
Yes, nah.
How you feeling?
I'm good, bro. Hey, God, how you feeling?
I'm doing good. Let's just start this off with, so you have your second First Ave tour.
Yes, sir.
Concert.
Yes, sir.
How does that feel? What's going on? How you do all that?
It's incredible. I love it. Oh, Sinatra 2. The first one was 2023.
Okay.
And now we had this one coming in 2025, 2 years later. Over 2 years later. Yeah, so.
Let's say, let's stay on the first one real quick. Yeah. How difficult was it to set that all up? From manager to talking to the flyers to the figuring out when you're going to get the show, things of that nature.
I feel like it was more stressful on I needed guarantees. I know they had been inquiring about the show for a second, or I was trying to inquire about it, whatever it be, and they didn't give me a solid answer until the show was June 2nd. They confirmed it May 3rd. And so it was they just needed everything right away. They're like, you have less than a month to do all this. So to get your set together, get the openers, get
Can
your
you start
flyer.
promoting before that? Or do you really need their yes of approval before doing anything?
I guess you could have started before, but...
Or is that just bad business?
I think it's bad business because it's if this show is not guaranteed and I announce a show and then all of a sudden they say, oh, never mind, we can't do it or whatever it be. Now I got to take down the flyers. I'm not even going to go through all that. So you need to guarantee me the date before I say a word about it. So I feel like it jinxed it in a way.
What was the train of thought? How does that come up? How does that happen, honestly? Because you have to beat out other artists. You have to figure out if you guys are able to actually sell out the venue, things of that nature.
Yeah, it's just because at the end of it, it's all a business. So it's they're trusting you to turn on the lights. All those people in that venue, they need to get paid. You feel me? So it's if you're gonna come here and bullshit, then it's bro, we're not gonna even give you the opportunity to come in and throw some stuff over here. So they just kind of got to build that trust and got to see it off rip. So it's just a bunch of back and forth with the booking agents, the managers, the people in charge, and then getting it situated. So.
Because I was thinking about the other day because of one of the main overheads when it comes to entertainment is paying everybody outside of the star. Yeah. So I'm not even talking about the drummer or anything of that nature. I'm more so talking about the sound guy, the light guy, the makeup person, just a whole bunch of extra people that people don't really see or they know is involved with things of that nature. Yeah. So if it was that it's we might be able to get people paid, they'd rather just say no. Everybody just stay home.
For sure. And I understand that. That makes sense because this is, it be taking too much. People don't understand how much actually goes into just a regular event.
Especially for local work,
Man, a regular event, there is so much that needs to happen in order for this to even be possible. You know what I mean? So it's just, especially when you're trying to do it on a bigger scale, when you're trying to make it a genuine show and not just I just show up and sing my songs type of thing, then it's so much that goes into it. So.
Especially with a place like First Ave that actually has Grammy-winning artists.
They got a reputation to uphold, bro. What? They got
Prince was there.
You know what I mean? You see all the stars on the top of the building. They're not no little names. So it's just, but that's the home of Prince, bro. We got to uphold a certain thing. Anyone that sets in this building, you got to at least show us something.
Is that one of the difficult things when it comes to trying to start a show, especially when these bigger companies and venues are working with smaller artists? How does that give and pull happen?
It's
because they charge you to get that space to begin with.
No, they just take a percentage out of
the
sales and everything. But what it's hard because when a big artist, mainstream artist is come into a venue, they get a back end, there's guaranteed money involved, you know? And it's if I wanted to, if Rema's coming here, he can do whatever he wants to do with a show, you know? I can figure out anything I want to do with this show at first before I get paid from ticket sales or whatever it be. Every dollar has to come out of my pocket, you know what I mean? Or just so whatever you want to do. So it's we get kind of limited on how do you even want to go about this? What would a venue even allow you to do? How do you want to come and make something shake?
What were some of the things that you wanted to do?
Man, I like crazy shit though.
Like what? What was your?
Stuff. I want to hang from the ceiling. So I want to add. Like I asked, I'll be bothering them all the time but I've also learned with some venues, it's better to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission.
Yeah,
because it's just in the heat of the moment in the show. It's hard. With a lot of things in creativity and just in music in general, it's hard to tell someone what you're planning on doing and them vision it and believe it. They just have to see it a lot of the time. So
you can't explain art. That's
you can't. Like I know, for example, the first Snatchy show, I made it purposefully. Didn't ask them like there was a bar stool or like there's a table in the back of in the crowd. I knew I wanted to go and stand on that table at some point of my set. I didn't ask them for permission to do so. I just said I'm going to go and do it. I'm at some point in the show I'm going to go and do it. No one to this day at first I've had a problem. Like I don't know if they had a problem, but no one talked to me about doing that. You know, I just feel like that's one thing that if I would have asked them beforehand, they would have said, "Bro, don't do that." You know?
Well, I feel like that's just like a part of like owning a business. Because like if you were to do that and you just fall and break your leg,
it's like they told me that
I'll fire everybody.
You know?
Exactly.
They told me I couldn't do it. So, but now. I hopefully, you know, first that don't pay too much attention to this, but I'm gonna do it again. I'm doing it again. So come watch me backflip off the table at First Avenue, bro. No cap.
What was your favorite part about the show?
The first one?
Yeah.
Everything. That was the first time ever I had performed, and before the performance, I had no nerves.
Okay. Yeah.
I had zero. I felt.
Is that just reps
prepared.
or what? What is that?
Yes, I think it was just. Kobe had some type of saying that was like you can't. If you're nervous, that means you're underprepared.
Yeah.
Or something along those lines. So it's like I feel like that was the first time it really came to fruition. Like I saw it or felt it was like I felt so prepared for that show that the day of I was just like I just can't wait for me to go do it. I just know it's gonna be so great. And I feel like the feeling. Anyone that was in that room, I feel like they understand like what I'm talking about when it's like just the feeling I was in that room. It just felt so home-like. It felt like everybody just made a new friend today, and that's just the goal of my shows, you know? So.
I feel it. We'll turn back on that. So now that we are entering the second phase, the second big one, what is going to be different of this concert versus your last?
It's more polished. Everyone's grown, and it's more of bringing together of the diaspora. That's kind of the focus of the Soul Snatchy show, and what I want to be the focus on moving forward is just like there's gonna be people in that room that would have never been in the same room without this show.
How so?
Like I'm intentionally bringing an opener like Taylor Brienne, who is hip hop head, Minnesota rap legend type of person, and then her fan base and her kind of people are gonna be in the same room as Haroon, who is alternative music, more got a little bit of rock to it, and
the long hair dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And so like and brings like an East African crowd in that sense that maybe has never been to a rap show at all, or vice versa. That people that are there for rap music that never experienced no alternative music or some stuff like that, and then all in that together, these are two types of people that probably haven't even experienced Afrobeat music. Okay, so they're still gonna come and see my stuff. So and vice versa with my crowd, there's people that could come feel like they're gonna hear Afro music and they're gonna hear some different stuff. So it's gonna be putting a bunch of like putting everybody a part of the African diaspora on the same room and just letting them enjoy Black beauty and talent throughout the whole night. So
how is it getting a relationship with those type of people?
I think it's been built kind of naturally too, which is cool. Like, cause especially in Minnesota, I know like artists can agree of a lot of people. It's just like I see you and I'm admiring you from afar type of thing. Like, I rock with your music, but we ain't never really been in the same room for real. Like, or we never really, unless we're on the same type of bill or show or whatever. Like, then that's the only case. But I feel like that this show has really made me closer with these people in the sense like now I'm like, oh, this is my part. Like I know after this show I'm still gonna be like I'm going to be way more cool with these people too.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm cool. They're able to come and they already came, kicked it at the crib, like had content nights and stuff like that. Like that's stuff that I actually enjoy, you know, because I don't like people just coming and doing stuff for a check or just coming and doing stuff for you know, clout or whatever it be. So that's the whole point of the music, trying to bring people together, you know.
How is it deciphering what type of genuineness comes from folks when you are collaborating or meeting these people in different spaces?
that's why I gotta meet him. I gotta see him in person. Like, I don't go by for what I'm seeing on social media or what people tell me or whatever. Be. I feel like people talk highly of good people though. So I think that kind of plays a part. But I also gotta see for myself. Like I want to have a conversation with you, and then when that conversation comes about, then I'm like, I can see if I actually rock with this person or not, you know, type of thing. But I feel like I'm not hard to get along with, so it's like, and I really like a lot of people. So if it is hard for me to get along with you, then I feel like it's some ungenuinity that's happening, you know. So
where's like the personality traits that you try and search out for when it comes to trying to build a show like this?
I want everyone to treat it like it's their show. Okay, I admire that a lot about different artists. Is when I see you taking it as seriously, because you just got to take pride in your own stuff. Don't get big headed. Like anytime I know when I want to step on that stage, at that moment I'm the headliner, no matter what. There's no one coming after me or before me. In my mind, everyone's here for me right now. You know? So I'm trying to show out, and I really like people with that same kind of mentality of like, I want every opener, everyone that comes on the stage with me, whatever it be, to come and show out like this is their show. Like as if it's like there is nothing after this. If you shut it down and people are like, wow, Haroon had the best performance of the night, all power to you. All power to you. I'm so happy for you. And I'm glad you enjoyed the show. You know what I mean? I just hope no one else drops the ball. That's just what I want. You can't drop the ball. So you can have your opinion on who else had the best whatever it be or what your favorite part was, but I want you to through and through look at the show and be like, wow, but everybody had in their own respective light, they did their thing, you know. So that's a goal.
How is it so when you are setting up who goes then who goes, how does that happen?
It's dependent, because sometimes it's kind of random. I wouldn't say anything's random. Because of like the order of it? Like,
because of like, if you are going to make it a piece of art, it would make the most sense to have it flow together. So is there like a specific way that you want the crowd to be feeling when you do see these people coming on stage?
Yes, I like the build up. I think everything has to be kind of a gradual, like I'm taking you there, and it's a journey type of thing. And some people's music is so good at like setting a tone. Some people's music is real good at like finishing off. Some people's music is real good at connecting two types of pieces. So it's kind of taking that kind of advantage with the artist and seeing what, actually knowing the music, knowing what kind of performer they are. Because you know, you're not gonna put no heavy hard hitter, someone that's gonna jump on the table at the very beginning of the show. Because then it's just nowhere to go. You know, it's just ain't nowhere to go. There ain't nowhere to build to. So it's just type of thing. So
I feel it. When do you think you officially switched over to Afrobeats type of music? Because over the last, like the 4 songs you've dropped in the past like year, 2 years, all been more Afrobeat centric. How did that come about? Even your performance on Ozone's collective project.
Yeah, I think really after, let me not even say after Superman and More Time. I think after Osinachi. After Osinachi, the project.
What was like the nexus point where you're like, okay, now I'm an Afrobeats artist?
I think just that project. Thinking of just how many different ways I could put it together and it still be Afrobeats. That's what Osinachi was for me. That was like, I could have a song like Godzilla and be rapping and that's still considered Afro, you know? Or have a song like Adore All My Life and be fully R&B and singing, and that's still Afro. Like I just think that nucleus of everything is just like, all right, I can always come back to, I like this being an Afro artist because it allows me to do everything that I want to do.
Is it like easier for you to be able to like connect with that aspect with your own heritage and things of that nature?
Yeah, I feel like, you know, we grew up with that as like a forefront. So it's like it's real easy to tap into the stuff. Although we born and raised over here and we know that kind of stuff, it is also a good opportunity to kind of connect with the culture a little bit more. It's just, there's certain things I feel like I like understand mentally when it comes to the rhythms and music and ways to kind of put words and cadences that it's like, I feel like this is purely off of like listening to this kind of music growing up, you know, and it's kind of implanted in my head, like hearing how this would have been taken, you know. So
then how do you make sure it doesn't become like a whole spectacle above itself while you are like tapping into like the Afro nation of it all?
Cause I don't care. Like, cause what can people say? Like I'm not African. I'm not Nigerian enough to make Afrobeat music. Like, gang, you going. Anyone that has that kind of mentality, bro, is just like I can't. I don't even need to listen to that. You know what I mean? And it's just, bro, I have the same. Like, we are literally the same blood. Like, Like we come from two full-bred, born and bred Nigerian parents. So it's like the same way someone that's born and raised in Nigeria came from two fully born and bred Nigerian parents. What makes me and you any less Nigerian than them? Just because we're there and we're not, type of thing? That don't really matter. That's like a farther from the culture. There's certain things I won't understand that they could understand, but
overall, that's really.
And it's my music. If you don't like it, don't listen.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Do you wish that it was? Do you feel like it was? Why do you think it took you so long? That's more so my question for you to start like really embracing the Afro beats of it all.
Because I thought it was kind of. I think I was having that conflict with myself of like, you're not African enough to do that. You know,
Okay,
like there's certain times you're gonna be hit with a real Nigerian and they're gonna blow you out the water type of thing. And I just realized at some point, you ever look at your phone, you ever scrolling or like trying to post something and you think about what people are gonna think about it, whatever it be, and then you realize that this is your phone.
Yeah.
You know? Like, and then I literally pay for this phone. So like, whatever I want to do with it, that's it. I feel like that's been my motto for the last year. Like, bro, this life, this is my phone. This is mine. If you don't rock with it, bro, you don't gotta listen to it. You're hating behind your phone. Go and do something on your phone, you know?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So stylistically, how do you think you've changed from Oshanashi to now? Or at least let's even go farther back to like right back and then move from here now.
Right back, I definitely changed for like a complete 180. But I think it's still the same kind of basis of stuff. Like, I still like to do the melodic stuff. I still like to keep my cadences in there, all that, everything. But even from Old Snatchy to now, like, I think I'm just growing into a more solidified, like, this is how I want music to sound. And this is how I want to portray, you know? And this is how I want to push it, too. Like, I want people to view it in this way and receive it in proper moments.
Speaking of that, how do you think you've been able to promote yourself image-wise and, like, look? Like, have you actively changed your appearance to be able to, like, fit more? Or is you trying to, like, grow? Like, what's the...
Yeah, I feel like just trying to do more things that I've always been, like, interested in. And, like, I just want to, with how I look and how I want to, portray myself. That it's like,
What are some examples?
I'm starting my light journey, guys. Back again. Starting my light journey. Just changing how I
When
dress.
did you cut your hair? How long ago?
That was February 2024.
Okay, and we're coming up on a year. Yeah,
Coming up on almost 2 years. This coming
it's
February
full 24 and then full 25.
Yeah,
Yes.
full coming up this February will be 2 years. So I feel like, and just how I dress, how I carry myself, how like different.
How would you like explain that? That's my question.
I think it's like more carefree.
Okay.
Like, I'm not thinking about it as much, and that I'm just gonna do what I want to do, you know. And I don't really care how it's like perceived or how it's taken or how people feel like I should be, because I don't gotta look like what I do, you know. And I just I'm gonna take it. If I put girls in my mouth and it don't fit the Afro song to your hair or whatever, then it's just, you know, that's fine to me.
That's fair. That's fair.
Just doing things that I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to come and try at least. If I don't like it, I just change it.
Just move on. That's fair. That's fair. Now that I would say you're more traveled now.
Yeah.
Your time in Puerto Rico, how was that?
It was fire. I love Puerto Rico. I love just getting out of Puerto Rico's still a country, but like, I like getting out of basis America and feeling like I'm in a whole different world type of thing. So I like those kind of places. They're fire. You been to Puerto Rico?
No, I have not.
You been to Mexico?
Yes. Well, technically, yes. Cruise.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you stop there?
Yeah,
we got
off on Cozumel, something like that. Yeah.
Dang. How much do you think cruises are worth it, bread wise?
Depends who you're with. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely depends who you're with.
Family?
I won't buy mom. It's pretty boring if you're with like family, but like if you're with your friends, it'd be It'd be all right. It'd be fun. Yeah.
I think that's a New Year's.
Because you could like stop and then like go on a I don't know an ATV ride around the country and then coming back.
I'll try that.
Yeah. Because they give you I think like a day in each place.
Oh, where?
Yeah, you get the full day. They would drop you off at 7 a.m. Then you go travel, do whatever you want, then come back at like.
Oh, I'm thinking it's like a
7
field trip.
p.m.
Like I'm thinking it's like bus stop. Like you have 2 hours going get some food.
Oh no,
come back on a boat.
No. Because sometimes people go and do like an excursion and then come back at the end of the day and then go on the boat to go to the next.
Do people miss the boat? Is that common?
No.
I really hope not.
No. If you miss, I'll be very surprised if you miss the boat. You have to be a very selfish person to miss the boat.
The whole boat?
Yeah, because like they can't like leave you in a whole nother country.
They can't.
Not
Even
really.
if you're waiting for a long time.
If you're waiting for a long time, they think you died.
Yeah.
If they did think like if you didn't like tell them anything like that to leave you,
so
then it's like
what's the time that they tell you to come back on the boat?
They tell you to come back at like 5. And then you should start trickling in 5:30, 6, and then everyone gets off and go. Because there's still like shows on the cruise, so they have to like still keep in timing that way as well.
So if you tell me to come back at 5 and I show up at 6:30, is the boat gonna be gone?
They will call you at 5:15. They'll start calling niggas like 5:15.
And if I don't,
if you still don't show up, they'll send a search party to figure out where you're at.
If I tell them I'm coming at 6:30,
then that's that would probably be
What if I tell them I'm coming at 8?
If you tell me you come by 8, they might tell you to lock in. But I mean, what can you do? You already put money down. So it's like
that's crazy.
They'll probably like
the whole boat.
They'll probably send some people to go and grab you to move on. But
that's insane. Okay, well, regardless, I want to go on a cruise.
No, it is fire. It is definitely fire. Especially the food becomes very like monotonous pretty quickly. It's like eating at a buffet every single day, and it's like you can only do that so many times. The drinks are the most important, are the most like fun parts on cruises because you could try like different like mudslides, Sex on the Beach, the whole 9 yards because they're like genuine bartenders. But beyond that, how was that being in another country from the times of you when you were in Mexico and Puerto Rico and just like that whole area? Because you were doing a movie in Mexico, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So Ozone got over there to Mexico to do that movie. It was incredible. I think it's just experiencing a different way of life with people that are also like born and bred over there. Okay. So it's like those kind of things are just real cool to me. And getting to experience it, getting to be a part of the movie too is so fire. Cannot wait for it to come out and I gained such an appreciation for acting. Yeah. And for like just arts in that kind of sense and see how much it takes to put in.
What were some of the things you had to like keep redoing?
Oh my gosh. There was one scene, I don't even know if I can spoil it. I don't even know if I can. There was just a scene that requires me to carry somebody. That requires me to catch someone physically. I had to catch that person like 25 times in a row. Like it was just a consistent catching, whatever it be. It was just a lot. So I think just something that it was just really simple scene. So I'm like, why do you gotta do it? Take 3 hours? You feel me? How could it take this amount of times? But it's just people got to be particular because and just learning. I know one of my intro scenes, I had to literally just introduce myself like, "Hola, my name is Mack," type of thing, type of line, type of scene. And then the pointers that they were giving me of like, raise your eyebrows, face your face this way, say it, and then tilt your head this way. Like some very little changes up the whole way we just received what you just said. Yeah. And it tells so much about you in that one, in the littlest line. Because, I just learned all that kind of, like in these movies, there are people that have such crazy, strong presence as characters that have close to 0 lines. And it's just like, how did they get that point across if you're not saying nothing? It's just so many other ways to get it across.
Especially trying to believe this random character that I just met
100%.
8 minutes ago at 100%. Most.
You don't have that much time. You feel me? Yeah, I have to. You have to. You really have like 1, 2, 3 hours max of a movie to have someone feel like they know everything about you when they have never met you before, and they don't see you on they're seeing you a couple times throughout that movie. You know, like it's crazy how that point actually gets across. Because people get, y'all watch movies, like you see, there's times you're watching a movie and for a movie to make you cry or you feel so, you ever watched a movie and felt like attached to somebody, like, dang, that's crazy.
Experience this with you.
I just experienced this with you. I just went through this with you. That takes so much.
And one of the things is you could tell when an actor is not like that like good, especially when they're like a celebrity first, and then they just somehow get into acting. Like
you see the levels,
the All Is Fair with Kim Kardashian and things of that nature, and then you could like peep like, oh yeah, no, you don't act for real. Like this is your first role.
You see the levels fast, boy. It's like you see putting them right next to real actors. And you're like, wow, this is just an amateur. It's crazy. There's so many levels. You
tell motherfuckers have been doing this for 20 years, particularly doing it for like 2 weeks.
That stuff is crazy. Like, and they be taking it far. Like, some this as not even simple, but as complex as like Sinners and Michael B. Jordan. Like it's like you are literally. You know how talented you have to be to play two people.
Calling that simple is crazy.
No, that shit's fucking side by side, you are playing two different people interacting. You're interacting with you. Like, nah, bro, I don't know.
And these characters have to be like different enough for me to know they're not the same guy. Yeah, no, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Talented, bro. That's crazy. Stuff like that's crazy.
I feel it. Would you live somewhere else?
Yeah.
How's that journey been going for you? Because like, would you say that you're in an arc of like self-discovery and like trying to figure out who you really are?
Yeah, bro.
Because you just hit the grand 25.
25, I'm a quarter of the way there. So now everything is serious.
Yeah.
Nothing funny no more, bro.
Death is on the door. Yeah, that is true.
You just, gang, have to start checking your hearts and everything. It's crazy. So like, people, I'm trying to figure out life, bro. Figure out like, trying to get all that stuff out the way because, people, ain't no way of running from it. Like,
especially on the video I sent you about schizophrenia, how like you can actually develop it at 25. Bro, you need to wait till 26.
I'm literally seeing all these different means of like different things that you develop between 16 and 25 or like 25 to 40, whatever it be. The 25 to 40 ones aren't too scary.
Well, you're more developed. Like,
I mean? It's the 16 through 25, 26 stuff that I'm like, okay, I can barely escape this. I'm on the way of escaping certain things. So,
we got to start watching your stress.
Man,
you might just get fired, and then that's when you have your like breaking point. It's like, well, fuck me.
You will just become psychotic.
That's
you
just
will
your
just
life now.
Lose your mind. Wow. Nah, God forbid, bro.
So how are you keeping your mental health in check? This is where we're about 30 minutes into it. All right, let's get to the beyond the
everything. Mental health is just, I think it's an everyday work. Listening to podcasts, trying to do like shadow work in the sense of,
what does that mean?
Like confronting your shadows, confronting the things you don't like about yourself. The problems you have. I think that's something that I'm very glad that I've grown to be so self-aware, and like I feel like I can pinpoint all the problems I have. And at some point, I was listening to this podcast and it's talking about at some point when you're doing that self-work, it becomes like such a game in your head. And then you see a problem in yourself or you see something affect you and you get excited of like, oh, wow, this is something else I can change, something else I can work on type of thing. And I feel like I'm getting to that point of like point out these problems, letting them, seeing how they pop in my life and be like, wow, I'm excited to try and
that's fair.
Get this out, So
especially on my point, it's I wouldn't say that it's difficult, but one of my main things is realizing that I don't like as much people as I thought I did. Ooh. Like finding out that a lot of these relationships are not really
going.
They're not serviceful.
Yeah,
some things just truly aren't serviceful.
That's one of the hardest things I've had to experience this year, bro.
It's one thing to try and like slowly cut somebody off, but it's another thing when you know that you need to like speed that process up, especially when you recognize that their path in life isn't
aligning.
exactly.
No feet,
and it can't be beef. That's what I'm buying.
That's what people got to be grown, bro. It's not beef. We just can't. Gang, we're a quarter of the way there. If you're not gonna make it to the second quarter, you're not gonna make it to the second quarter. We just gotta be honest with each other.
That's real.
And you wouldn't want me in your life if I don't rock with you for real.
Exactly.
Let me go, bro. Let's just leave it alone. But okay, how are you working on your mental health?
So first off, I gave up any like drugs are just not a thing for me anymore. Honestly, I've recognized that it's if I could go back in time, I'll definitely promote it less.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I've just like noticed is the altering nature that comes from things of that nature is pretty permanent. Is far more permanent than people like recognize, because it's like, when you are younger, your body's able to like go through things a lot more faster because it's not so burdened with the life that it's already lived, because there's nothing that you've done so far in your life, right? Yeah. So the active efforts into finding out why you're doing these different things or interacting with these type of different people is very important to like recognize what is the actual purpose of why you are doing what it is that you are doing. And one of the main things I'll say that I'm doing, actively trying to read, because one of my things is brain health is a thing that's not really taught enough, or is not really like talked about enough to begin with, because it's like your brain is your most important muscle, because no matter how much time you go to the gym or things of that nature, your brain is still like processing things. So actively trying to like learn new languages or figure out like better movements for the body and reading and things like that is very important.
That's solid. That's solid for sure. Yeah, that's very important.
Do you ever find yourself like faking a healthy lifestyle?
Yeah.
How so?
I think faking it to myself.
Yes, correct.
Not to the public though.
Okay.
Like, I think I fake it to myself, and kind of like sometimes I kind of get a default of like, you just gotta fake it till you make it. Like,
okay,
you just gotta. If you're not good, sometimes you just gotta tell yourself that you're good, and then you'll become good. But I think that's kind of suppressing stuff in a way, you know. So it's like at some point, it's like I've learned this year that it's like it's better for you to just tell yourself like, I'm not okay right now. It's okay that I'm not okay right now. You know, let me just not be okay right now. I feel like men have this problem a lot, and I always talk about it when it comes to like breakups. Breakups is a great point where it shows in men and the difference with men and women in handling their emotions in that kind of way. But like I talk about it with my sister, like when a guy and a girl break up, a girl immediately is at the low. Everything hits at one time, and it's all just the world is crumbling. That's their lowest point, is right when it happens. You feel me? Meanwhile, the guy is like, I'm okay. They take a good couple months, even year, whatever it be, of being like, I'm fine, I'm good. It don't really matter. It's fine. I'm on to the next thing. Find the next distraction right away, type of thing, and go about it that way. By the time, and then there's always a point that the flip switch, because the girl has already worked through all that hard, that bottom, and now she's actually good. And at times that trigger for that guy is seeing that girl actually being good, for him to realize, I'm actually not okay. And now that guy is going back to square one, but now you're 4 or 5 months deep. Yeah. And it's like you could have just felt what you needed to feel at that time, and you would have been over it by now. But you didn't. You suppressed it for how many times? Like, it's those kind of things that I'm trying to be honest with myself. Like, bro, just feel it now.
Because honestly, I think that's more so like a practice thing. Yeah. Because a lot of men don't get the chance to like actively feel that at the moment. 100%. So when it does come to recognizing that you've wasted time, it kind of like hits you in twofold, because like, fuck, I already wasted that time, and I have to go and like redo it. But it's like, I don't want to redo it, and you end up wasting more time. Exactly. And that's just like a vicious cycle that can.
It's a cycle, but end up pushing. Ain't no better time than now, bro. Just feel it now. Yeah, no, feel it now, because you're gonna keep looking back, and that's with anything in life. Ain't no better time than now, bro. Yeah. Just get it done, bro, because you're gonna have to do it. A lot of this shit in life, it's gonna have to come eventually. Yeah. You know, so.
Yeah, I try and like make sure folks aren't focusing on like time when it does come to like doing a thing, because it's like, if people are like giving themselves a finite amount of time to like do a thing, you'll never get the thing done.
You'll never get the thing done,
because to be able to work at that type of mindset, I feel like people don't recognize how difficult and stressful that is, and some people just aren't wired to be great like that. So you're not doing yourself any like services by putting that type of like mental strain on yourself also.
Right. Yeah. It hurts you. Stress kills niggas.
Yeah, no, stress every day. Stress is so weird, because it's like, the purpose of stress is like from our ancestors when they're like actively running from like saber-tooth tigers and things of that nature, and everything around them could actually kill you. But now it's like you get an email and you've been thinking about like said email at your job for the past like 2 days.
You're killing yourself.
You wouldn't ruin your weekend thinking about the meeting on Monday.
You're killing yourself. Stuff that's already over. Stuff that literally has no effect on you.
It never happened. The thing never happened. It never happened.
Stuff that never happened. Stuff that never happened.
Yeah.
You had interaction and you felt like somebody looked at you weird, and now you're thinking for the rest of the week that this person hates you. You're thinking for the rest of your life this person hates you. And you don't even know it
didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
Yeah.
It's not real.
And honestly, that's one of the funniest parts about beef, because it's like me personally, I don't believe it existed until it's like in my face. That's when it comes to something like that.
Imaginary beef.
I don't need to like hypothesize why you're thinking or moving the way that you're moving, especially if you have no bearing on my life in the future. Like you're not able to actually like control. You can't change anything about what I'm gonna do.
About my life.
So it's like
at all, and it's not real beef. If you didn't tell me about it too,
you didn't shoot me.
Like, bro, I used to say in elementary school and middle school, there would always be, you know, when people would be like, "Oh, this and this person are fighting after school, at the playground, after 8 o'clock," make it a whole big like point. And I'm like, meanwhile, you niggas are sitting in math class together. You got to work on this project together. But you're planning on fighting at 3 o'clock.
Teammates.
You're planning on fighting at 3 o'clock. This is imaginary beef.
Yeah.
If you have a problem with me and you see me in person, you look me in my eye, I see you and you see me, and you don't do anything about it, this is imaginary beef. Please, I don't want to hear nothing. Because if it's not enough, I don't care if you see me at the grocery store. If you don't come and whoop me, it's not real beef. It's
and
not real.
If you can't whoop me, let's just move it. Please move it.
You're not mad.
Please move
You're not mad for real. People be trying to convince themselves that they mad, and you're not. This doesn't even bother you.
Yeah.
You're not mad at this. Why are you? What? Man, imaginary, bro. People just be.
Honestly, that's one of the funniest part is because of like I've grown up with a lot of motherfuckers that actually like had these like actually like throwing metal at each other type of thing. So it's like anytime I hear folks being like, "Oh, you know, I don't like this individual," when I know people that's literally died over less, please, I don't give a damn. I cannot give a damn.
I don't care. Because especially the people that is like, I know you're not going to do nothing about it. It don't even got to be physical.
You ain't even going to talk to this motherfucker.
You're not going to talk to him.
You're not going to talk to this
You are adamant on, I don't like this person. I don't rock with this, and this, whatever it be. You will literally not change nothing. They will still be sitting next to you at that next event, whatever it be, because you won't change nothing. You're not going to tell grown-ass man or woman won't change nothing. You are too afraid to let somebody know that you're even beefing with them. That's not beef. That's not beef, bro. Just stop beef altogether, bro.
Honestly,
no reason to have nothing is deep.
Kumbaya at this point.
Bro.
Have you ever had beef?
Man, I ain't never beef with nobody. I beef with nobody. I can't say who been beef with me. It's not real beef. It's not real beef, bro. If you beef with me right now, if you have a problem with me right now, bro, it's not real. It's you.
Honestly, I think the reason why my brain has just like changed so much, especially like from the work that I do, and realize that people actually have like real problems and like real things that they're focusing on, and there's actually like real dangerous motherfuckers in this world. It really sat and ingrained into me. That's like, how deep is this really? How like intense are we really gonna go with all this?
As long as everything on your side is checked, every box on your side is checked. That's what I like to make sure of myself is like, you know, if there's disagreements or arguments, whatever it be, then it's like, that's fine. That's a part of life. Go and try and sort it out. If I try and outreach my hand, or I say, you know, I'm sorry for whatever I've done or whatever it be, and you still have a problem with me after that, that is your beef. This is not, we are not beefing. You are beefing. That is your problem. And I can sleep very fine and peacefully at night knowing that you're beefing with me. That's no problem. I have no problem with you. I want the best for you and anybody in any situation. So that stuff's not real. I can sleep fine with that, and I can die happy with that too.
Yeah,
so
that's fair. That's fair.
Just as long as that's all we're called to do. You can't force nobody to do nothing. You can't force somebody to like you either. People gonna hate you in this world for no reason. People that ain't never met you are gonna hate you. people that are watching this right now are gonna not like you.
Of course,
but they're watching this right now.
Oh, hopefully,
that says enough about the world.
Honestly, if I had 100,000 subs and they all hated me, so be it.
And do you see how backwards that is?
Be it.
See how backwards that is? You're subscribed to someone you don't like.
Y'all all like me. I don't want to listen.
That's how backwards.
Just cut on it.
Yeah, for sure. It's like that kind of stuff always just seems bad. Like the same way that people be going into YouTube videos just to
leave hate stuff.
Or people that show up and pay to go to someone's concert just to hate. Why?
Actually, that's crazy. I never knew that was a thing.
Why?
I never knew that was a thing.
Why are you here? People be backwards, bro.
You know what? To each their own. To each their own. How do you get a... It's not so... Actually, you know what? You've been on TikTok a lot. How has promotion been going for you?
That's real cool. I think TikTok allows you to outreach people that you would have
never seen that.
I'm telling you, random. Like, and find people that you would have never found either. Like, I think it's a real cool spot now. And it's real easy... Not easy, but it's real cool to kind of see a community being built, you know, like just seeing people that's like, oh, they consistently coming back or they rock with this music or whatever it be, and just seeing people even here, even locally being something like, oh, I've been seeing you post on TikTok every day, you know, like type of thing. It just
TikTok is a scary place because it's like you could do all you want, you will see that video, you will see it.
Find it.
You will see
they
that
will
video.
Find that video. How is my auntie in Ireland seeing my TikTok out? I'm talking about just on For You page. That doesn't make any sense.
Bro, I remember I was once just walking around and then I heard my voice coming from somebody's phone. I said, this app is just crazy.
This app is ridiculous.
And the video didn't even have that many views. It had like maybe 150,000 at most.
It don't make sense.
There's no way that it got to this for me to actually hear it. That's crazy.
But there is a way.
Yeah.
They be finding it, bro. It be the ones you don't want them to find too.
But you have no... Honestly, that's part of like the devil's magic because it's like... You just have to eat it. Your boss will see your video, but so will like 50,000 fans.
Take it on the chain, bro. Take it, keep pushing.
So it doesn't feel like degrading posting on TikTok every day?
It's a ritual.
Okay,
it's a it's like an embarrassing ritual for sure. You have to break past a certain point in your head of like, I'm telling you, that's where I got that whole like it's my phone. I had to really practice and train myself of like, pick up your phone, press record, no matter what you're wearing right now, no matter what it looks like, pick up your phone, press record, say what you want to say, post. I'm talking about the amount of times,
just post that bitch.
The amount of days in a row I've had to just pick up your phone. Even if you look at this phone for 5 seconds and post it, do it. Do something. But it's just the name of the game is consistency for me. I want to say something every day. So
what are you trying to do with your TikTok?
I'm trying to use it for outreach. I just want to build somewhat of a platform and have it help me build my platform. And it's just like, we're blessed with a tool like that can put your video in front of you, feel me? Yeah. And change your life overnight, So might as well try. And you don't know what it's going to be, but whenever the time comes, I'm ready for it. So.
That's fair. Yeah. Do you feel like you're truly ready for it? Now that you've hit 25, like, are you like really itching to be like, oh yeah, the world will see this?
I feel like I'm ready for it, but I feel like God don't think I'm ready for it yet. So we're gonna
and
see.
You know what? That's very fair.
That's it. I think the only reason it's not happened yet is because I'm not ready for it in some way. God has told me. God has said I'm not ready.
You
for
go
it.
end up canceling yourself by accident.
So
like
at that point, it's just you can't. You just gotta be patient. Like I think my whole life has always been like I never really question like if it's going to happen. It's just when, and that kind of when mentality. It makes things a lot more calm because you don't got to panic on, this is just
panic.
I really strongly believe, my mom told me when I was a kid, like you can sit in your bed for the rest of your life. You will become a star. It's already destined. So anything you do is extra. You got to work like everything relies on you and pray like everything relies on God. So that's just the kind of balance that I'm trying to have. So I'm just trying to put in the work so it don't seem fake. But
I feel it. So what's next?
The year's gonna end. I'm 25. My frontal lobe is gonna develop soon, and then I'm going to have an incredible show at First Avenue on November 26th, and then after that, I'm going to make my plays, and then it's just such a. I don't know if I can say like a resume show.
Okay.
But I really just want to have this show on like really under my belt of like I want this to be seen.
Yeah.
Show, So once it's done, I feel like from there, then I'm gonna make the next plays, which I'm not even gonna say. I'm not even gonna say. But the next plays that is upcoming 2026, we're gonna make something shake. The goal is to go worldwide, let the world see it. So that's the goal. We're working towards that. So this is gonna be a good puzzle piece in helping, and then we're gonna make it happen from there.
All right, y'all. Make sure y'all leave a like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate y'all, and we out.